Hello, and welcome to another episode of Discount Pokemon Decks. We've got another discount deck for you today. It is a deck that I published previously on Pokédex Central. And again, if you haven't checked it out, open up your browser, go over to Pokédex Central. Lots of decks, lots of analysis, lots of cool stuff there. If you're interested in joining the writing crew, we could use some people with deck ideas or other kind of Pokemon coverage, either tournaments in real life or the online game. But yeah, this deck is Skuntank. I'm not really sure how to pronounce that. I know there's a YouTube video that tells you how to pronounce all these, but we'll go with Skuntank. Skuntank. That sounds good. All right. So it's a very affordable deck, or pretty affordable anyway. A lot of these are older cards that you may already have. And then you have a 4/3 line here. And the focal point of this deck is Skuntank's first attack, Sticky Smokescreen. Does 50 damage, and it prevents your opponent from attacking the next turn. They have to flip 2 coins and get both heads. So there's only a 1 in 4 chance that your opponent's active Pokemon will be able to attack unless they have some kind of mechanism to get them out of the active spot. And usually if they do, it's some kind of so it could be like a Zoroark with a stand-in. There's a few other Pokemon that can do that, switch the active Pokemon. You can either try to target them, or you can take away their Float Stone with Field Blower, so they can't really use it that effectively. But that's the main the main focal point of this deck. And I always talk about the focal point is a Sticky Smokescreen. It actually works pretty well. You know, when a new set comes out, you go, oh, this is a throwaway card, but for 50 damage and your opponent can attack, so it starts adding up. It works pretty well. I'm pleasantly surprised. And especially against decks, with the power creep, you're gonna have a deck that's gonna be able to generate 120 points of damage. But if they can't attack, they can't put the damage on you, and so now you're doing 2 or 3 turns of damage. And this deck does work. It works pretty well. But if your opponent tries to get a little bit, start getting a little out of hand, so there's a little bit of energy denial. And I had more in the original makeup of this deck, but I found it's not really as necessary as you would think. And especially with stuff like Malamar out there, you're almost helping your opponent put energy back, put it in a spot where they want it. So there is a Plumeria. There's 2 Enhanced Hammers. That's always good. There's a lot of special energy out there. So anytime you have 2 spots in a deck, Enhanced Hammers, at least these days, is definitely worth their spot in the deck out of 60. Also to kind of augment this, we've got Zoroark and, of course, Foul Play. So I guess maybe an underlying theme is frustration, right? Because their attacks are going to fail with Sticky Smokescreen. You're going to take some energy out from them. And Foul Play, once they do finally get that powerful Pokemon, you may steal that attack and use it on them, which is it's always a good card. I mean, this card has been kind of in and out. I'm surprised it hasn't someone's really done something, great with it, but it's a great card. I do enjoy it. So for the discount part, this is probably the more expensive stuff. Octillery, of course, but you should have some draw with Octillery and Oranguru. Zoroarks you may not have, and you can maybe try to get away with something else that's flexible. Maybe something like Weavile that attacks and does damage. Based on abilities and stuff like that. You can try some of that. That may work as well. But Foul Play really helps this deck, because what happens is eventually they may get that Pokemon that's really strong, and you'll have a tough time knocking it out 50 at a time. But one Foul Play shot and you can really do some damage. Just getting back to draw, I kind of find this to be useful. 2 Oranguru and 1/1 line of Octillery. Sometimes I'll do a 2/1, 2 Remoraids, 1 Octillery. I find this works pretty well, especially if you have a Gladion, because then you can go, if you notice that you play Ultra Ball and you notice that some of these cards are missing, or Brigette, you'll know which one's missing. And then maybe if you get Gladion later, you can pull it out, or you can you know, adjust yourself accordingly. But, you know, if you're not going to play with Tapu, this is a good, cheaper way to go. And it works pretty well. I really don't have draw issues with this kind of setup here, providing you have enough draw cards as well. We do have, you know, Cynthia, Sycamore. Kukui is good in this deck because it starts to augment these attacks. So 50 turns into 70, which is pretty helpful, and you draw some cards. You know, with kind of these discount smaller Pokemon, Kukui works pretty well. Sometimes in a pinch, your opponent thinks, okay, I've got 2 more turns, and then, you know, maybe they'll save the Acerola or whatever if they have 70 hit points. But, you know, they may not notice that you can add on 20 and really knock them out. So there's really not much to do with this deck. It's pretty cheap, and that's what discount Pokemon decks are about. So let's go forward to the first match. I don't even know how you say that. Basiliscalia. Would I like to go first? Yes, why not? With this deck, definitely. Ooh. Alright, nothing there. I'm going to take a mulligan. My opponent's going to play some Pokemon down. This does not look promising so far. No, at home you're saying this deck stinks, but, you know, alright. It's a bad pun. Alright, this is not awful. We can put an energy on him. Use Ultra Ball. Maybe get Oranguru? Let's see. Cobalion. Alright. So I'm guessing that... Okay, so Remoraid's here, but Octillery isn't. So we're going to go with draw here. And I'm going to play Cynthia because I want to get more basic Pokemon down. I don't think he'll get knocked down turn 1. Nothing. Wow, okay. Alright, but we do have the ability to attack second turn. Kukui was here. So... but this is going to hurt. Having Oranguru and just these 3 cards here, we're going to be hurting for a little bit. Oh, we have here. Yeah, we have Kukui. Excuse me. That's right. Alright, so love to get rid of that guy. Or even that one. Too bad this is a Brock and not a Guzma. There's 3 Guzma in this deck, so... And I don't think Cobalion... Quick Guard's only against basic Pokemon, so... And 30 more for each prize I've taken. Alright, there's Lele. Alright, so there's... I was kind of wondering, it was Metal and Psychic and Water, where my opponent was going with this, but... There you go. Psychic is Lele. It's a Metal deck. Duskmane. Nope. That's nice. Doesn't really do anything. Let's evolve. Energy. I can't use Oranguru, but let's see. Not great. Oh, it's telling me I could use Brock and there was only 1 energy in there. Alright, this is good. Not awful, but you know what? I have Brigette here. And he may be going down soon. I don't think my opponent's ready to attack. So I may have a quick advantage here. You know, maybe he plays a Guzma and gets a Oranguru in the active spot. You know, I don't think he really cares as long as this guy evolves. And once this guy evolves, I'm in trouble. There you go. Alright, well here, we're going to see him evolve right now. And we may be in bigger trouble than I thought. Can he amass that much energy? In 1 turn? I mean, if at worst comes to worst, I'm going to have to sacrifice these 2. But I can't wait to use this attack here with my Zoroark. Wow, if he manages 4 energy, I'll be impressed. Or is he going to use the... No, he can't use the GX attack. Oh, he does. Wow, he went for everything here. All in. He's got to chuck 3 of them, and he's got his stadium in place. Wow, I'm in a... It looks really bad, but I don't think it's as bad as it looks. That's interesting. All right, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I want 2 Zorua. I'm not going to put the energy on them yet. But I may... Well, let's see. Let's pretend I can go with another Skuntank. Even though I'm really hoping to get one of these guys in. So next turn I'm going to evolve a Zorua into Zoroark. Maybe even play this. So if I get an energy, I would play these 2, the energy, and then Oranguru, see if I get something else. Because I really want this guy. And Brock will get me those 3 energy back too, which I kind of need. Oh boy. So it looked bad for my opponent, but he put everything together really quick. Excuse me. And now it looks like I'm in trouble, but I really haven't gotten my guys going. Oh, he loves Dialga. Oh, I love this Timeless GX. Oh. Alright, so we're going to put a Skunk in the active and hope I get an energy. I have an N here. A Stunky. Because I can prevent him from attacking for temporarily. Oh, that is exactly what I wanted. So 1, 2, and I think I'm going to play the N instead. Because this will only give me 1 card. I really need to evolve these 2. And that did not work at all. Wow, that did not work. There's really nothing to use this Pal Pad on. Alright, let's see. Can my opponent get out of this? So, he needs 3 energy from this guy to retreat and then to put on some energy to someone else to attack. So I think I'm safe, but I wouldn't bet on it, right? She. I keep saying he. I'm sorry. But, you know, I mean, it's a pretty good card. Oh, there's an N. I'll take that because this is an awful hand. Please give me a Zoroark. 1 or more. Yes, yes, yes. Whatever. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's nice. I can get rid of the stadium, but... And the other thing to do is put 4 energy on this and try to attack. I think that's going to be her plan. I will put the Remoraid down. Yes. Alright. There you go. So now you see how this deck works in its kooky way. I'm gonna try to get rid of as much as I can out of my hand, which will be everything but Guzma, because I don't want this guy. So I'm just gonna draw 1 card here. I mean, the other way to do is to Guzma Octillery, but no, I can't let this guy attack. No float stones either. Oh, man. Alright. So I'm going to try to frustrate my opponent again and pray she doesn't have a Guzma in her hand and goes after my Zoroark. And what else do I hope for? Alright, so there you go. There goes killing off Zoroark. So next turn I can knock Duskmane out. Or I can use Guzma and maybe knock out like Dialga. I may do that. I'm going to take 150 and Timeless, and then I'll Guzma him this Pokemon here. So this deck does love Dialga. So And I don't think she's going to be able to get... I mean, she may try to attack this Skuntank, but I'm going to be taking out 2 of these. I might even take this guy out. But the first attack would have to be to take the Dialga out. And then if I take Magnezone out, she's really going to be in trouble. Oh. I don't think that matters. Retreat? Oh, wow. No, she's going to go after the Skuntank. All right. So... that's interesting. You're really going to attack me with Lele? I would think you'd put 1 energy on Lele and then use a different attacker. Alright, so I'm definitely going to play Guzma here. No doubt about it, so I can put someone else in the active spot. And I'm going to take Timeless GX, and I'm going to knock out, I think, these 2. Yeah, and this Enhanced Hammer becomes a millstone right now. An Ultra Ball would be great. Or, you know, Field Blower. Whatever. Doesn't matter, I'm taking an extra turn next turn anyway. Timeless GX. Now, who do I knock out? I can't knock out Magnezone because it's 130. Oof. And I definitely have to... I think Duskmane. And really hope that, really hope I get a draw card here. Oh, bummer. Total bummer there. Alright, but I'm going to grab 2 cards for knocking out a Pokemon, so let's put Cynthia and N is fine. Well, my opponent's got Octillery, so I'd actually rather have Kukui, even though it'll net me less cards. Let's stand in. Now look at this. This guy's 1 shot away. I probably should have put the Guzma back in. There you go. We'll knock out a GX. Another one's badly damaged. We're back in the game, although it's... oh, Brigette. Killing me here. Where's my Ultra Balls? Did I use them all? Just 1. I need them to thin out the deck. I mean, it's kind of the reason why you put all these Brigettes in a deck, and I made a joke last time about Brigette. But, you know, that's the idea here. That's interesting. I don't have any energy on this Zoroark, so my opponent's going to have to put 7 on this Tapu. Problem is, I don't have anybody ready to go next turn. So I think Remoraid will be sacrificed to the Pokemon gods if Zoroark gets knocked out. You know, she may resign. She's down to 11 cards. It's 4-3. Really all she has is Tapu Lele. I'm really close to knocking out this Dialga. Although I do regret not putting a Guzma back in my deck, but I know I have 1 more. I mean, if I don't knock out this Lele, it's good. Oh, I think we're going to see Cobalion. And it's going to do 90 damage to my Zoroark. Oh, quick guard. What? I don't think that has to be a mistake. Alright, well, we're going to play Sycamore here. Because, oh, I lost the Zoroark break there. But I do have Brock. Alright, did get a skunk here. This is not great. So I can copy this attack, Revenge Blast. 30 for each 90. This will knock out the Cobalion, but I almost want to save... I think I need to even the game up. And I need to get some cards out of my hand, but I could use Plumeria later. Alright, let's, but it doesn't really help, again, with, well, if my opponent, if she can't get her stadium. Oh, there's an Ultra Ball, alright. Too little too late there. So now I could use that. So the Ultra Ball, the reason why the Oranguru Octillery setup works is because you have stuff like Ultra Ball and Plumeria to rid your hand of cards, and you know, basically everything here should be used quickly. You know, if I look through here, you know, I have stage 1, stage 2s, even the break. All right, maybe the break can get stuck in your hand, and one did, and I chucked it. Evosoda, Ultra Ball. I mean, everything Field Blower should be used pretty quickly. Pal Pad you save maybe to later. Enhanced Hammer is tough, but again, the stuff like the Brigettes and the Enhanced Hammer, you use Ultra Balls and Plumerias to get rid of them, and you know that helps your Oranguru. So you know, sometimes if you're a beginner, you look at these cards like, oh, I don't want to get rid of 2 cards. It's like, no, it's good. It's good. It's okay to thin out your deck. Oh, my opponent decided, yeah, because you know what? All I needed to do was get that last Guzma in there, and I would have gone after the Dialga on the bench, and that's it. So really, I just needed one Pokemon that could attack. So I think she had enough, and that's fine with me. Again, you know, I don't want to talk about this deck too much. You saw it in play, and you see how, you know, the disruptive element. Sometimes you just need something like Sticky Smokescreen to take your opponent off their game, and you know it's commonly done in all kinds of competitions in sports, right? You know, I remember chess tournaments. Sometime somebody would accidentally kick you under the table, and like, oh, sorry, you know, but just to distract you for that minute, to get you off your game and to make you uncomfortable, and that's what this deck does. You know, this Sticky Smokescreen. So now my opponent's got to retreat. Think about, you know, usually your strategy is you put your Pokemon there, you put the energy on, you attack, plain and simple. But, you know, she had to, you know, adjust to that, and I think that hurt her. Also, obviously, foul play. Can't say enough about this card. You know, it works so well. And basically, you know, it knocked out, you know, it changed the course of the game. So, you know, so check out this deck. Check out Pokédex Central when you have a chance. Like the video, subscribe, tell your friends, and I'll see you next time.